Hello everyone, welcome to Narayana IAS. Well, in the context of the court system, you must have come across a term such as bench or benches. Often you must have heard that the Chief Justice of India has referred an XYZ case to a particular bench, isn't it? Well, in this session, let us understand the meaning of a bench, different types of benches, and how it matters to shape the outcome of cases which has a bearing on the society. But first things first, what is a bench? Now, a bench refers to a specific division or group of judges who preside over a particular case or set of cases. The composition of a bench can vary depending on the court and the nature of the case being heard. Now, there are some common types of benches in the Indian courts. For example, we have a single bench. Now, this single bench consists of a single judge who hears and decides cases alone. Single benches are typically found in lower courts such as district courts or magistrate courts. Example, a district court judge presiding over a criminal case involving theft. Then we have a division bench. Now, this division bench consists of two judges who hear and decide cases together. Now, division benches are common in high courts and are often used for cases involving complex legal issues or significant public importance. Now, two judges of a high court hearing an appeal related to a land dispute is an example. Then we have a full bench. Now, this refers to a bench consisting of all the available judges of a particular court. Now, full benches are rare and are usually convened to hear cases of exceptional importance or cases involving significant legal questions. Now, all available judges of a state high court hearing a public interest litigation (PIL) challenging the constitutionality of a government policy. Let's say a PIL challenging Citizenship Amendment Act can be an example. Then we have a constitution bench. Now, this is a special bench constituted by the Supreme Court of India. It typically consists of 5 or more judges and is convened to hear cases involving constitutional issues or matters of significant public importance. Example, constitutional bench hearing national judicial appointment case which tried to replace the collegium system, that is system of appointing judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Then we have a special bench. Now, this refers to a bench constituted to hear specific type of cases or cases with particular characteristics. Now, special benches may be formed to expedite the hearing of a backlog of cases or to address a particular legal issue. Now, a group of 3 judges formed to hear a series of cases related to environmental pollution in a particular region can be an example. Then we do have a circuit bench which is established by a higher court such as High Court or the Supreme Court in a location outside the principal seat. Now, the purpose of circuit bench is to provide access to justice to people residing in areas far away from the principal seat of the court. For example, the Supreme Court can decide to set a circuit bench in Chennai, for example, which is far away from Delhi. Now, cases assigned to a circuit bench are typically heard by judges from the higher court. Now, circuit benches are particularly significant in a vast country like India, where accessibility to justice can be challenging for people living in remote areas. Then there's also another bench called a vacation bench, which refers to a special bench constituted by a court to hear urgent matters during court vacations. Now, courts in India typically have designated vacation periods during which regular court proceedings are suspended. However, certain urgent matters that cannot wait until the end of the vacation period may be heard by a vacation bench. Now, the vacation bench usually comprises a limited number of judges who are appointed to handle urgent matters during the vacation period. Now, the allocation of cases to different benches within the Indian judicial system is typically managed by the Chief Justice of India or the administrative authorities of the respective courts. Now, in the Supreme Court of India, the Chief Justice of India holds significant administrative powers, including the authority to constitute benches and allocate cases. The Chief Justice, in consultation with other senior judges, if necessary, may assign cases to specific benches based on various factors such as the nature of the case, the expertise of the judges, workload distribution, and the need to maintain consistency in the judicial decisions. Then there's a registrar. Now in both the Supreme Court and the High Court, the registrar's office plays a crucial role in the case allocation. The registrar, under the guidance of the Chief Justice or the administrative judge, manages the day-to-day administrative functions of the court, including the assignment of cases to different benches. Now let us know a few important cases in India and the number of judges constituted for the same. The first is the famous Kesavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala in 1973. This case is famous for the ruling of the basic structure doctrine of the Constitution. The case was heard by a 13-judge bench, the largest in Indian history, which highlights the case importance. The second we have is the Shah Bano case in 1985, the verdict of which indirectly triggered the infamous Babri Masjid episode in the Indian history. This case addressed the issue of alimony and the maintenance payments to an estranged wife under the Muslim personal law. The verdict, favoring maintenance beyond the Iddat period, led to the widespread debates and subsequent legislative changes. Now this was heard by a 5-judges bench. The third is the Puttaswamy versus Union of India case in the year 2017, commonly known as a right to privacy case. Now, this landmark judgment by the Supreme Court firmly established the right to privacy as a fundamental right under the Constitution of India. And this case was heard by 9-judge bench, which is unusual and indicative of the importance of the case. So I hope you have understood the concept of bench and how it functions. For more such interesting updates, stay tuned to Narayana.